Veteran Salute, sponsored by DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.
Wednesday nights are time for our weekly segment, Veteran Salute. Is our chance to honor heroes in our area and thank them for their service.
Mark Antoine, he spent decades serving. His time in the Army gave him opportunities to travel around the world helping civilians. He bounced around different paths in the military, ultimately ending up in civil affairs. And 27 News reporter Grace Gom has his story.
Mark Antoine joined the military right out of high school. He said he needed something to keep him out of trouble, and the Army was just that. He started his career as a parachute rigger. He was responsible for packaging food, tents, and other supplies. His team then dropped the packages from aircrafts for citizens in Turkey.
We had an overwhelming sense of pride for what we were doing, that we knew that we were doing something special because we got to help some people out.
Later on in his career, Antoine was responsible for rebuilding infrastructure in Afghanistan. He describes the feeling of rebuilding what the Taliban had once destroyed.
That was pretty cool. I was in charge of a lot of money and a lot of projects, and that was an amazing feeling.
Over the past decade, Antoine experienced PTSD. After getting help within the past few years, he says he is now taking things day by day and is in a better place than he was years ago.
I love my time in service. I would do it again in a heartbeat. If there was a way that us old guys could serve, I would go back and serve in any capacity. I'm just trying to find my second mountain.
Antoine's granddaughter recently went off to basic training, saying she was inspired by him. He says this is one of his greatest achievements. Antoine is now retired but thinks about his time in the Army every day. He says he is eternally grateful for the lessons the Army taught him. Working for you in Marysville, Grace Gom, 27 News.
We highlight veterans in our community each and every week, just like Mark. And if you know someone we could feature in this segment, please check the Veteran Salute section at KSNT.com.
Plus, sharing their stories isn't the only way we honor these heroes, because each week the featured vet receives a gift. Take a look.
On behalf of DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers, we're honored to recognize this week's veteran, Mark Antoine, who served as a staff sergeant in the United States Army. Thank you so much for your service. We're excited to present you the check for $500.
Thank you. I'm honored to serve.
Veteran Salute, sponsored by DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.